Hello everyone. This is Demia Avery in conjunction with ConnectCapeFear.com, and we have some very beautiful ladies here today from Beau Rivage Golf and Resort. I'm going to allow them to introduce themselves because they have so many hats that they wear. So I'm going to go one by one. So who wants to start to introduce themselves?
I'll start.
Okay.
Hi, I'm Audra Garner. I'm a project specialist with Beau Rivage, and I've been there for 19 years.
Hi, I'm Samantha Jones Carlyle. I'm the bar services manager, and I've been there going on 4 years.
Hi, I'm Stephanie Roland, and I'm the assistant hotel manager as well as the recreation liaison.
Awesome. Now, have all of you guys always been in the hospitality field, or is this something new for you guys, or how is it? Because I know it's a family thing, right?
It is a family business,
Okay.
yes. I'm part of the family.
Okay.
My first job at Beau Rivage was a beverage cart attendant 19 years ago.
Okay.
And we have worn a lot of hats over the years.
Yeah.
I've always had one foot in the door of hospitality. I've worked in other industries. My background's actually project management, civil construction, custom construction, but always finding my way back to Beau Rivage.
Nice.
So, yeah, it's definitely always one foot in the door of hospitality. It's a passion.
Yeah. So, what I want to know, like, all these different hats, do you guys find yourselves, okay, one day, I know that this is the job that I'm supposed to be doing, but I got to run over here and do this other thing to kind of put out fires and things like that.
I'll throw that one to Stephanie. We put her in a lot of different chairs.
Yeah, I feel like I know Beau very well.
Yeah.
But it's nice that we have different departments that like each person can take on that role. So we're not scrambling all over the place. So if we have questions about one department, we'll go to that person that's like the management or the head of that department kind of thing.
Got it.
But being that like the head when someone walks in the door, I personally need to know a good amount during the Beau area, so I'm all over the place. But it's also again nice to go to each department to, if I don't know anything, ask those questions.
Okay.
Yeah.
Stephanie's at the hospitality desk,
Okay.
which also is is the go-to area for all of our new rec programming. So
Nice.
that's where Recreation Liaison has come in. We have a summer camp that we do that is also housed at the hospitality desk. So a lot of times when you call up, you're going to speak with Stephanie.
Okay.
When you walk in the door, you're going to see Stephanie.
You get to see her smiling face.
She really never knows what she's going to come into, but she does it all with grace.
Nice. Now let's get into more about the services, because you talk about the recreational, you mentioned it a little bit. So talk more about what type of services that you have here, because I looked on you guys' website and it was so many different things on there and so many things I did not know. So if you guys want to just kind of tell us a little bit more about that.
Sure. So I guess we would start with kind of, everyone knows us for our championship golf course. We do have 6 professional pickleball courts. We have a rising roster of league play. That's something that we've been building over the last 3 years.
Okay.
We have a full-time pickleball pro, Antoine Hawkins. He is awesome and he's so easy to work with. We have our summer camp, Camp Swickle Putt.
Okay.
We also, I think something that is a common misconception about Beau Rivage is that we're private and that we're just a golf course. We actually have a full-service restaurant on site that's
Nice.
open to the public. If Sam wants to talk a little bit more about that, she is the bar services manager.
Okay.
Yeah, so we would actually love to see more of the public come out and visit. We do have a lot of the neighborhood that consistently comes in every day, which is nice. So you get to know their order and their drinks. We're starting to try to expand on social events. So we do have some things coming up like bingo and booze and activities like that are open to the public.
And fun.
Yeah.
Okay.
I got some new swag for prizes and stuff. So
Nice.
We do also, have Friday night entertainment.
We do. So it rotates between trivia, bingo, musical bingo, live music, and karaoke.
Oh, nice. I didn't know that.
Yeah.
For the last decade, every Friday night, faithfully, we usually have one night of live music, but if there's a fifth Friday, we'll have 2 nights of live musicians. And all of that's on the community calendar. You can see who the musicians are coming up, but it's consistent and it's it has a strong following. Karaoke is not for everyone, but people who love it, love it.
Well, karaoke sometimes they think it's for everyone. I love it. I love it. You know what else I found on there? Even other services like events that you guys can rent for events and things like that, as well as real estate leads and stuff like that. I think I saw something like that.
Well, so what that was, I have resources for realtors on our website because they come in and they want to know about the club. What are your membership options? Is a membership a part of the neighborhood? That sort of thing. So I put some information up because it is an area that is in demand.
Okay.
So, but we are not involved as the business. We're not involved in the development of any of the real estate around, but we are just very involved, intertwined with the community. And as far as the ballroom goes, we have a 4,800 square foot ballroom. We've been hosting events since 1988. We have some beautiful crystal chandeliers. The ballroom overlooks the golf course. It has gorgeous sunsets.
Yeah.
And we've done some beautiful events. We have an events manager, Lindsay Zizzo, who can help conceptualize your event, and she's doing a really good job. We wish that she could have been here today. She had a conflict, but she would have loved to talk about the ballroom as well.
Well, you're doing a great job at it.
Thank you. So,
in you guys' opinion, what you think sets you guys apart from other golf resorts? And I can't even say that it's just a golf resort. I mean, you guys are just so big and there's just so many things that you have going on there. But if you could say what kind of sets you guys apart, I love the family. The family thing,
I would definitely say, we've been in business for 37 years here. Beau Rivage started out as a family business. We are not the original family, but we have owned it for 19 years.
Yeah.
So that's pretty special. It's a family-owned business, a woman-owned business. We do have Ellen here with us today. She's not in the picture, but it's a female-owned business. We are the only coastal North Carolina stay-in play where you can literally stay on site in the hotel, walk out of your back door and onto the course.
Yeah.
We host a variety of events around the hotel, so you have family reunions come in and they'll rent out the entire hotel and make a weekend of it, have an event in the ballroom. Same thing with weddings. People really enjoy being able to come on site and make it a whole weekend thing.
Yeah.
I would say also the thing that really sets us apart is we don't have that stuffy country club vibe. We are more of a community center. We've got membership options that are affordable. We are fully open to the public as well. So there's something for everyone.
Yeah.
And we try to provide a great service at a without breaking the bank.
I love that. I love that. Now, I love the resort thing. So I'm a big advocate for customer service.
Yes.
A big thing. So how do you guys, how would you describe your thoughts about having great customer service at your place there?
Well, it starts within the staff community itself. We have a really strong staff community.
Yeah.
We have about 110 variety of different types of employees. There are a lot of staff events. We have staff leagues. We have we try to build that sense of community and give our staff the resources to treat people how they would want to be treated. Again, it's the difference between going somewhere where it has that stuffy vibe. And I hate to use that word, but that's kind of the antithesis of what we try to be.
Yeah.
The staff is friendly, helpful, and I guess, Sam, if you want to talk a little bit about how you train your staff. They're very forward-facing.
Okay. It is. So I manage just the front of house, and we really just try to highlight on learning people's names and making sure you know what they like, and really catering to them and making them feel like they've come in and really had a good experience.
That's important.
We have a customer survey, and I was reading through them the other day, and it was just all, so-and-so so wonderful, this person's so great. So it was really nice to read those and see how people really do take to them, and it's just such a good...
And it's nice that you actually read them.
Yeah. Yeah, I did. I texted the girls too, and I was like, just so you know, your staff or your customers love you. So
I love that.
And I guess I do also want to mention that as the family business, we feel like it's important for us to create that root culture. And so when you think about that, I have 2 brothers that work at Beau Rivage as well. One of them started as a bartender. One of them started putting out pine straw on the golf course. Okay. I started as a beverage cart attendant. My mom, the owner, has been a bartender, and we've worn the hats. We know what it's like to be in their shoes. We understand the positions, and we have, our strength has been slow growth. Mm-hmm. Over the time that we've owned Beau Rivage, just moving slowly and making sure we understand and take everyone along with us, instead of just trying to create something and not, have a square peg in a round hole. Yeah. We really have built it around people's well-being.
Yeah, yeah. Now this question can go to all 3 of you, one of you, whoever want to answer. Can you share a memorable guest experience for you?
Oh, I can share a lot of experiences.
Something that stood out to you the most, or maybe meant the most to you?
I have a good one.
I have one, but you can go and I can.
Well, we had a hotel guest visiting from Canada.
Okay.
And I met them briefly. I have a 2-year-old, but at the time I was very pregnant. And they came in, and I just had a brief conversation with them, and they went home and they sent me a card just thanking us for they had such a wonderful experience, and wishing me well with everything I had going on. And it was just it wasn't anything crazy, but it was just so sweet of them to go home and think of that and send a card.
Mm-hmm. That's what they make it worth it.
It really does. Mm-hmm. It really does.
So mine is from when we did Career Day, and we had these 7th graders come out, and they toured the building, and they saw different aspects of the business. And afterwards, one of the little girls approached me, and she wanted a job. And then so I gave her my card, and we took a picture together. And then she got home, and she sent me this really well written email about when I would like to maintain a relationship so I can come when I'm old enough to work, and that just really touched my heart. It was really sweet.
I love it.
We do the kids. Actually, we've been expanding our programming for kids as well. I mentioned the camp, but we have one kid that I think is going to be the future ambassador of Beau Rivage, maybe the future owner. He was in our minors group. We have majors and minors at the camp, and he's coming back this year, and he just... the kids really they bring this energy that is just so special.
Yeah. It's fun. I love it. Now, ConnectCapeFear.com is a big believer in community. Mm-hmm. So, does Beau Rivage, are you guys really involved in the community? And if so, how so?
Yeah, so we are very involved. We recently hosted a pickleball benefit for a survivors of human trafficking organization. Mm-hmm. That was something that was co-hosted with that organization. We host a lot of tournaments on the golf course that have different causes tied to them. I would say probably for listeners, the most important thing is if you have something coming up, if you have a fundraiser, any sort of event that you're looking for, a giveaway, something like that, we have a form on our website. It's under resources, under donation request. We do dozens and dozens and dozens of donations every year. We prioritize local organizations. So we get them from all over the country. Honestly, we get a lot of requests for golf packages and stay and play packages and pickleball lessons and those sorts of things. And we're happy to donate to any cause. But again, we prioritize local. Yeah. So if anything's coming up, we're always happy to donate to any cause.
Love it. Now, are there any big events or any events coming up that you guys want to share in addition to that?
So in the bar next Friday for Valentine's Day, we have a Stella Artois engraving event from 5 to 7. So come out and get a personalized engraved Stella glass.
Okay.
And we also have Booze and Bingo on the 22nd from 5 to 7. And so that'll be 10 mini crafted cocktails and one of our most... what's a good word to describe him, Connor?
Oh,
he'll be calling bingo.
entertaining.
Yes.
Entertaining.
So fun.
Yeah. We have a very gregarious
Gregarious,
bingo
that's the word.
caller.
Yes. That is
And,
exactly
and
the
a
word.
cocktail tasting.
Yeah. And the bingo's free, but if you want to add on the cocktail tasting, there's a fee for that. But very affordable.
Yeah.
It'll be fun.
Yeah.
All of the details on our community calendar on the website. We try to keep that as updated as possible.
Okay.
I'll also mention in March we have a pickleball day camp for adults.
Nice.
That's something.
That's the new thing, isn't
Yeah.
it?
Oh,
That's,
It is.
yeah, it is. And like I said, we've hired a pro and we've really been able to, over the last 3 years, assess what people want and grow our programming accordingly. So we've got clinics, we've got day camps, we've got children's camps, we've got, all manner. We had, at one point, we were doing an early bird senior league. So we really try to listen and respond with our programming.
yeah.
Yeah.
Anything else?
We have going on. We already mentioned the camp that's happening this summer. It's our second year doing it. We actually started it last year, and it was such a success that we are doing it again. And we're probably going to continue doing it as well. So that's exciting.
Love it. Love it. Now, this is the part of the interview where I love, because I get in your business just a little bit. So I like to let people know, because most people, when they think about business, they see the outer exterior. So I like to let people know just a little bit about you. Just if they trust you, they trust your business. Mm-hmm. So that's how I always see that. So if anybody wants to answer, outside of work, how do you like to spend your time? And if you have any favorite spots yourself at the Beau, where do you like to go? What do you like to do?
I'll answer this one. You're going to love it.
Okay.
Dog sitting. I loved playing with animals and hanging out with dogs. I actually started in the pet sitting career before I was in hospitality.
Okay.
So I love just being outdoors and dog sitting on the side personally. I feel like if you love animals, then you can trust that person. That's just how I feel. I'm like, if you don't like animals, that's a different story.
Yeah.
But yeah, personally, I just like being outside, and I do that outside of Beau as well.
Love it.
And just hanging out with animals personally. So.
Okay.
I chase a 2-year-old around all
Yeah.
day long. Well, he'll be 2 this Sunday.
Okay.
So, and you said favorite spot outside of the Beau?
Oh,
at the Beau?
At the Beau.
Well, I've been, hanging out around the Beau for 19 years. I would say we do have a poolside cabana bar. Now that I have a 2-year-old, I don't spend as much time, hanging poolside, but the whole pavilion is something that has been constructed in recent years. That's our pool, pickleball courts, and so that's kind of. But being outside, honestly, I picked up the game of golf because I love being outside. Mm-hmm. I'm not a competitive person, and so for me, it's a walk in nature, and that's kind of you know, I would say that being anywhere outside on the property, because it's so pretty, is probably my favorite.
Awesome.
Yeah.
Awesome. How you?
I was gonna say the pool too. It's so gorgeous, and it's since the pool is members only. It's not as inundated with people like trying to go to the beach. So it is really nice and relaxing. You don't have to worry about parking. You can pull right up. There's a bar, frozen drinks, and food. So it's really relaxing, and it gives you some time in nature, kind of like by yourself, where I feel like Wilmington doesn't. It's kind of packed sometimes, so it's nice to. It gives you a spot to get away.
Love that.
It's like a safe space.
It is.
In a way.
It's very
Yeah.
relaxing and quiet.
Awesome.
Yeah.
I love it. See, I didn't do too bad. I didn't get too far into your business, did I? So, if anybody wants to get more information about Beau Rivage, how do they do that?
They can walk in the front door anytime. We're open every day from 7 a.m. on, typically till 9 p.m. A little bit later on the weekends, but we're open year-round. We're only closed 2 days out of the year. So if they're curious about the property, they can just come in. They can, you know, have an appetizer on the veranda, or they can go to our website, community calendar. Always a great place to look at what's going on. But you know, we welcome everybody just coming to check out the property and see what we have going on.
Awesome. Now, is there anything that I didn't talk about? Because I want to make sure that everybody gets all the information about Beau Rivage that that they need to know. Anything I didn't talk about today that you guys want to?
I just want to give a shout out to Charlie Walker, who is the reason for the season. It was his dream to own a driving range, and you know, he had this crazy idea 19 years ago when he was volunteering. And Beau Rivage was up for sale, and he approached Ellen. She said, "You're crazy." But they got together. We do have a business partner, and they got together, and somehow they made it all work. At the time, the business was not thriving, I guess is the way to put it. And so for the last 19 years, we've continuously reinvested in the business, reinvested in our employees, reinvested in just every element that we possibly can to try to make it the best that it can be to serve the community around us. But all of that happened because Charlie Walker said, "This doesn't look good, but I think I can fix it."
Yeah.
So, and now he's kind of our Wizard of Oz. He, you know, doesn't come onto the property very often, but he's pulling some strings, so, and keeping an eye on things.
Awesome. We love you, Charlie. All right, guys. I want to thank the ladies of Beau Rivage for coming in today, and thank you guys for watching. We'll talk to you soon.
Bye.